I promised I would be back with another video, and it's not quite as sunny out, but I'm back in the backyard. It's a little chillier out. I fixed the sound problem. It was windy, and I listened to the video that I made, and it was sort of choppy due to the wind. So I've put a sock in it. There's been a lot of people. Hello from Greece. Hi, Kelly Wood. There's been a lot of people that have wanted me to put a sock in it, so I did. I do have a potential juice problem, so I'm going to talk quick because I've only got 19% power on my iPad here, so I'm going to talk quick. I'm going to be speaking with you today on a topic I've dreaded to bring up. I don't want to talk about this. It's controversial. It can be polarizing, and but I feel like the creative process tapped me on the shoulder and wants me to talk about it, and so I'm going to talk about it. And that is, the title is Severe Borderlines Can Actually Be Dangerous Predators. Most of you are like, duh. We know severe borderlines are, dangerous predators. You're not giving us any news we didn't know there. But the reason I hesitate to talk on the subject, and why I've put it off, is when I've made videos about borderline personality disorder, it really hurts people's feelings, and I just want to bring to this video a non-judgmentalness, a loving heart, a caring heart, a healthy container. I think people are really hungry for good information about this topic. My two most popular videos this past 6 months have been about borderline personality disorder. So, and I have so much empathy for you folks out there who have this diagnosis, and you're perhaps mild borderline personality disorder, or maybe you're even misdiagnosed. Maybe you have complex PTSD, and some well-meaning but misguided psychiatrist or therapist has given you the diagnosis of borderline personality, so you don't even have it. So I'm not talking about mild borderline personality disorder. God bless you. You're my people. Got nothing but love for you. Not criticizing you. But a couple of my other videos on borderline personality disorder, there's been real defensive, aggressive, negative comments. And I don't mind being critiqued and having negative comments, but please share them respectfully and kindly. Borderline personality disorder, it's one of the cluster B personality disorders. There's histrionic personality disorder, narcissistic personality disorder, antisocial personality disorder, borderline personality disorder. So it's what a lot of people get on the narcissistic abuse syndrome recovery channels about, and everybody wants to pound, hi Ellie, the narcissist. Everybody wants to just, the narcissist is this, the narc is that, fuck the narcissist, and that's fine. They're horrible. But I guess what I have to say is a severe borderline, they're dangerous predators. And let's not put borderlines in the, they're wounded and we're doing the best they can and they're not dangerous. I'm sorry, I have to call bullshit on that. I'll try to say this as kind and as soft as possible. And my comments are never meant to hurt anybody. My comments are always meant to shed the light of truth with love and compassion. So, if you are offended by these comments and you put nasty comments, they'll be gone within seconds. So don't waste your time. Because if you make a nasty comment, even if you're right, I will be notified. I will take that comment off in seconds. So don't put a lot of energy into that. My message is, borderlines aren't Bambi. A severe borderline is a voracious, a dangerous, a vicious wolf in sheep's clothing. They are shatterers. The other day, my wife Brenda and I were walking on the beach, and we walked past this really nice condo place called Avista, and it was there that I went with my fiance in April of 2015, and I recorded 3 videos on the topic of the slaughter of trust. And this borderline woman that I was with, who knew that she was a wolf, and she sat there and she listened to me recording those videos about the horrendousness of slaughtering and shattering, when she knew that my shattering was quite imminent. So you guys have seen the videos of when 2 years ago I started down this path of shattering, and I just I want to share some qualities of my mother, and I want to share some qualities of my former fiance, and just point out, I'm not grinding an axe. I love my mother. I wish she'd have been a better mother. I don't hate her. I wish my former fiance well. I don't hate her. She did me a wonderful service by speed tracking my recovery and landing me on a beach where I can write and reach you people. So it's all good. But so here are the qualities of a severe borderline. My mother was unstable. She was self-absorbed. She was manipulative. She was a rager. She was a food addict. I'm 58 years old. Thank you. Demarie says, if you're seeking truth, you're not going to be offended. I'm 58 years old. My mom ate herself to death by the time she was 58. It just breaks my heart. My mother had affairs. She was horribly financially irresponsible. She constantly told lies. She was addicted to attention. If there was a room full of people, she wanted to be right at the center, getting all the attention. She lacked empathy for me when I was a little starving, abandoned, tearful infant. She was highly defensive. She was an abandoner. She had a very grandiose sense of self. She was controlling. She wore a mask where she was Mother of the Year. And, she'd be yelling and cussing at us, and then somebody called. She goes, hello, and be all sweet. Everything centered around my mother. She was shaming. She was a bully. She stole things from my grandmother. She did have to face some consequences. She got sent to jail for a little bit. She called it going to summer camp. There was something impish and joyful about my mother that was endearing. She used my dad for money. She was enabled by her parents, by my dad, by myself. And she damaged us kids. She used the older ones, ignored the middle ones, and then ignored the younger ones even more. She was a victim-y person. She would vent, she would triangle, and she was all about drama. Kelly says, sorry for what you went through. You know, it may sound terrible what I went through as a child, but I didn't know. That's all I knew. I didn't know it was bad. I mean, I knew it was bad, but I didn't know it was terrible because it's all I'd known, you know. And, you know, God has a way of turning something hard for your life into something beautiful. If you guys didn't see the first video I made today, this is my backyard. And that's our new palm tree. And we have a lovely new patio and just a sanctuary, just a lovely place. There's a fountain and a hammock and a hot tub and plants and lounge chairs and a palm tree. Anyway, I'm just joyful about it. So then I needed to reenact the wounds of my childhood with my former fiance. And so these were some qualities that she had as a borderline. She was a sexual addict. She was addicted to male attention. She was terribly defensive and had a lot of shame. She was unstable. She was a con woman. She was just a financial disaster. She would perform sexual services for money with at least one man, but probably several. She sure could employ the flying monkeys. She employed professional flying monkeys, family flying monkeys, friend. I was even a flying monkey against her ex-husband. I didn't know. She was an abandoner, a consummate liar, a rager, filled with sexual entitlement. Not only narcissists will project onto you, but borderlines will as well. And she constantly projected her issues onto me. She was a sex addict, so she just assumed that I was unfaithful. She was alcoholic, manipulative. She lacked a solid sense of self. She, at one point in November of 2014, made a suicide attempt. She had a mask. She pretended to be the country girl with a heart of gold, but really, she was far more dark, far more angry, and far more sexual than I ever knew. She would decompensate during stress and was filled with drama. She could be a horrible bully. She was enabled by her parents, by her brothers, by the Bridge to Recovery, where she went to recovery. Unfortunately, she abandons her little boy so much that he's just filled with abandonment issues. And I fear for his future because he's so filled with rage. This person was basically untreatable. My mother was untreatable because she didn't take it seriously. She was so narcissistic that she would turn a trip to the psychiatric unit into her being the center of attention and making crafts. And with my former fiance, there was no remorse. For years, for about 5 years, I brought her to with me to the best, supposedly the best marital therapist in Indianapolis. Hi, Roosevelt. You don't get to make the live stream because you're in the UK. But, and here you are. I'll probably be making some from the backyard. This summer it was too hot, and we had a little bitty tiny patio, but we've expanded the patio, and it's nice and cool. And so I'll be making, and I'm going to go ahead and do them live stream, so feel free to talk amongst each other. So But I'd bring her to the therapist, and she would get highly agitated, as if she had a secret that she wanted to share, and she wanted to share it, but she never could really share it. So that's all I'm saying. Just saying that uh, we're glad to have you, Roosevelt, that you're here live. Sorry about that. I think I ran out of power, so I might have to talk up. So I better go ahead and sign out. Um, uh, I hope this didn't cut and start a new one, but I'm just saying that borderline personality disorder is a very serious thing. And if you have a mild version of it, you're treatable, you have hope, you can get better. Uh, Many of you who attract narcissists do have, are you back? Many of you who do have uh, borderline personality disorder do have a mild version of, you know, this disorder. But yeah, I know the sound went down. I'm gonna get closer here. I lost my speaker, is what happened. I'll talk loudly. You got to have the palm tree. So, um, don't soft pedal severe borderline personality disorder. It's every bit as dangerous as narcissism. And if you don't like that, um, no chicken today. Sorry, brother. Nobody is calling you names. If you are a severe narcissist, then you're probably going to be the ones that cuss me out in response to this video. But if you're mild, then work on your recovery. Get a good therapist. Develop a relationship over a long period of time. Um, uh, Read a lot of good books. Go to 12-step work. Do yoga. Do meditation. Get massage. And get better and rebuild your life. And you can live a normal life and a blessed life. We all have a lot of dark issues, but there is such a thing as a very malignant, dangerous, greater borderline, and they are not Bambi. They are dangerous people who can kill you. If you open up your heart and soul, uh, they will kill you. The trauma will kill you. And there is a cruelty, there is an intensity, there is an almost evilness, as there is with narcissism. So, sorry about the sound problem. Sorry if it sort of shifted. I will charge my iPad next time. Thank you for watching today. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, do. By the way, I'm probably going to do the live stream on Wednesday night because I'm booked up on Tuesday. I was planning on Renda doing it, but she hasn't been feeling well. So it'll either be her on Tuesday night or it'll be me on Wednesday night. So also, I've got some good books on abandonment, on narcissistic abuse recovery. Hey, music lover, and check those books out, and one on toxic shame. You can go find those at familytreecounseling.com. I'm going to put on a sweatshirt and I'm headed for the beach. It's a little cool, but the water's warm. Thank you for watching. Yeah, keep your ears open on Tuesday. We'll probably put a little announcement. We'll put a little announcement whether it's going to be Tuesday or Wednesday. Thanks for watching, y'all. God bless.